Hi, I'm Angie, and today I'm making spiced pumpkin streusel loaf. I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees and I've greased a 9x5 loaf pan. The first thing I'm going to do is make the streusel topping that we're going to put on the top of the loaf. I've got 3 tablespoons of packed brown sugar and a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and you can also add a third of a cup of chopped walnuts too. I'm going to cut in 3 tablespoons of cold chopped butter. You can use a pastry blender or your fingers or a fork to do that. You just want it to be sort of crumbly. Okay, for the dry ingredients, I've got 2 cups of flour, and I've mixed half whole wheat flour and half white flour, but you can use 100% whole wheat flour or all white flour if you want. So I've got 1 cup of each for a total of 2 cups of flour and a half a cup of white granulated sugar. I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a half teaspoon of ground cloves, and a half teaspoon of ground nutmeg. I'll just use a whisk to combine those. I'll just set those aside for now. Next, I've got 1 cup of pumpkin puree. That's 100% pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling. And a half a cup of sour cream. A half a cup of honey. A 1/4 cup of melted butter. A teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And 2 large eggs. And I'll just stir that all together. Okay, now I'll just stir the pumpkin mixture into the dry ingredients just until the flour is moistened. And I'll spread the batter in my prepared pan. I'll smooth out the top. Don't forget to sprinkle your topping over the top. Mine got a little bit melted from the lights. It'll still taste good. We're going to bake this at 350 for about an hour or until a tester comes out clean. So I'll pop that in the oven and I'll show it to you when it's done. You can go to my blog at overthekitchencounter.com to get the link for the written recipe. Thanks for watching, and I hope you try some spiced pumpkin streusel loaf.